This episode brought to you by Caligula. This is his type of movie, baby.
This is not the Hulk Hogan movie we're watching tonight.
What?
We're not watching the sex tape.
We're not watching.
No holds barred.
Oh, no holds barred.
Yeah.
Even better.
Hey everybody, we're watching No Holds Barred, and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Yeah, and we're living it.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Finley.
And I'm Todd Tebow the Sailor Murray.
And we are bringing a unarguably sexy movie, but not
yes.
sex movie.
That's right.
We got to be clear.
It's dripping with it.
It's dripping with a lot of things.
It
Oiled
sure
up
is.
sweat.
There's a lot of,
A lot of those kind of things. No holds barred. We've talked about it last week. We're ready to rock and roll, but gotta congratulate you. This is officially the beginning of season 2
Woo,
of
season
Miscast
2.
Commentary.
Season 2, what are you gonna do?
Yes. Basically, yeah, we have passed our 1 year point. I mean, we passed it as of the last one, but that's a 0.5 episode.
Exactly.
Only whole episodes count towards
That is
that sort
exactly
of shit.
correct.
That being said, we've been told every word we've said is a waste of time.
Exactly.
So maybe this doesn't count either. Maybe this is episode 1.
Oh my lord, we flip back around. Wow.
All right.
Wow.
So, season 2, it's gonna be better better than the first, because that's what you say, right?
That's it. Bigger, better, more explosions, more boobs, more craziness.
Yeah. And the cliffhanger was that neither one of us died.
Yep.
So that's
See, well, there you go. Here we are.
all right. Good.
You know,
And
they used to show.
We didn't put that out there the first time.
They used to show this movie, you know, like Matinee, where the movie seats would like move
yeah.
and all that. This movie was big at those. They had a spritzer. It was kind of like the grocery store, the vegetables. Every now and then, it's real sweat too.
Yeah.
Real wrestler sweat is misted onto you during the film.
I didn't go to that version. I went to the version where they think they're 3D glasses, but it just gives you one lazy eye, like Zeus. So
everybody upon noticing goes, "Oh!" hits their wrists together. "Oh!"
yeah. Season 2, starting strong.
Hell yeah!
All right, so there was only one way to appropriately start season 2, though, and that is to press play.
Pressing play now. Boom! It just starts. Oh, special appearance by Jesse the Body Venture. There he goes. He's off. Well, this was a little too. Look at the sweat flying already. Hogan's giving her. Oh my God! Look! See this? The spritzer usually cuts out 1/3 of the way through the movie.
Yeah.
The mechanism explodes and lights on fire because there's just too much misting to happen.
There's nothing like being so proud. Like, that's what like Fabio does with his hair. The wave, the sexy wave, but he's got a skullet back then. Like
Look at that skullet.
he was a young man here, and he looks exactly the way he does now.
I'm keeping my arms up like this the entire film.
Yeah. So right off the bat, you'll see that the music was by Jim Johnston. Jim Johnston's the guy who does all the theme songs for WWF at the time and still WWE.
He's good. He is awesome.
And he does literally everybody's. Like from Don't Go Messing with a Country Boy to
Country boy.
like Steve Austin's, everybody's.
Hey, there's that guy was the bad guy in something. He was a real creeper.
That's his brother, Randy. There,
It is his brother?
not his real life brother, but he plays his brother in this.
Look at Jesse's hair in this movie. It's
yeah.
gorgeous.
This was further proof if you didn't already know. That's Axe from Demolition. If you didn't
Oh my
know.
God, without the makeup.
Yeah.
Executive producers Vince McMahon and Hogan.
Yeah.
This movie's got me fired up. It's season 2, baby.
So yeah, if you weren't already aware, of how WWF at the time this was. You got Mean Gene, you got Jesse Ventura. The referee in the ring is a WWF referee. I'm gonna say
Amazing.
WWF during this, not WWE, because it wasn't WWE.
Look, well, it's not. Look at the sign up there. I'm surprised they haven't gone back to this movie and changed it, because they have changed everything.
Well, the version we are watching is the version that is for the WWE home video. This was originally through somebody else.
Rip him up.
What a terrible name.
That's totally WWE ringing to the ropes.
Yeah.
Who is his brother? Do you have trivia on his brother?
I've got his brother. We'll go to him
let me
later.
try and get it. Wait a second. He plays a real creeper in something. Don't go there.
I won't tell you yet.
Look at the ring ropes. Look at all the give the post has.
No, I know it. I actually didn't realize that that was Axe. Like all the times I've watched this movie,
I didn't either.
It wasn't until I did the research, and I'm like, oh man, I'm stupid. But it's because he always has his hair greased back.
You can't even tell.
Yeah.
You would tell maybe if Hawk was there without his makeup too, you'd be like, you know what, maybe you could put it together.
Yeah. I like also that he has
squeeze the life out of him. Look at the snarl on his face.
He doesn't have the regular manager either. He's got like a cut man a la Rocky and his brother like just hanging out next to
in his corner. Look at that foam hand.
I like his weird gang sign that he has, where it's like a arthritic claw version of like the Hawaiian like shaka.
He's not doing that voluntarily. No. He's hitting some nerve in his neck.
It's a masturbation claw.
Do you think that the guys in the audience, like the kids, hopefully they got to keep that rip 'em foam finger?
Yeah, well, I would have stolen it. If
that
it was
auditorium
me.
does not look full. Hogan just does not have the draw.
No, it's like what they do every now and again when something doesn't sell out. They just move everybody to the one camera side. Yeah,
that's what they did when I starred in Canadian Bacon.
Yeah, you did.
They cut all my starring. See, that guy was wearing a shit happens hat. I'm surprised they allowed that in this film.
Oh, this is hardcore.
Oh my god, look at him.
I love the idea of the being scared. Now, anybody who's not familiar with professional wrestling, especially in the 80s, this isn't like a cartoonish version of what it was like. This is exactly what it was like.
Watching it now is unbelievable. Look at anything, right? Technology. He just booted him 5 times in one. That's how strong Hulk Hogan's foot is.
Yeah.
He hit you once. It feels like he hit you 5 times.
Yeah. This used to be his finishing move this here, which literally is just run into
double
him.
axe handle smash to the cranium from that man would cave it in.
Yeah. Which is ironic because it was axe. Double axe handle to axe.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Before this movie, Jesse Ventura had his hair golded.
Yes.
I don't know what you call that, but he dipped his locks. I don't know what you call those things. Dreadlocks.
Dreadlocks, yeah. He got them, or more, maybe even a little cornrowish. He had them all dipped.
So what, is this the guy that hired the other guy to beat Rip?
No,
this is the evil corporation.
No, this is basically the Ted Turner to the other companies, Vince McMahon.
Okay.
Except instead of it being 2 wrestling companies, it's 2 jockass. It's just the network executive, and he's like, he's the biggest wrestler. He's like, I want him on our wrestling program.
This episode should have been brought to us by Jockass.
Jockass. It's like Jock
powder,
Itch, except in your ass.
Is it David Paymer?
That was David Paymer.
Holy shit, they went all out. There's the Fink. There's Howard Finkel.
That was like David Paymer's like 3rd or 4th movie.
That's
like
look at the belt.
Yeah, there are a lot of people in this movie.
Rip.
A lot of people in this movie, it's like very early in their careers, and they went on to be a lot more respectable than this.
Hey, how dare you? You got to start somewhere, man. Those WWE movies make a shit ton of money. He grabbed his ass.
He got a fistful of his ass.
He stuck his whole fist right up his brother's ass.
So the director of this, Thomas...
No wonder it says rip him on it.
I know.
Holy Lord.
Nice. Thomas Wright, the director there, he's done a lot of good, like a lot of like well-known television stuff, like Beauty and the Beast, Twilight Zone, Highlander, X-Files, CSI, Smallville, Supernatural, NCIS. He used to work in the art department for movies like Jaws, Apocalypse Now, Terms of Endearment. He was a second unit director on Beverly Hills Cop, Howard the Duck, Staying Alive, Final Destination. But it's like this, and I think like one other movie. That's like
who is that?
Thomas Wright.
He's done
that. The director.
Dear God.
Yeah, that was the kind of stuff he worked on.
Holy shit. This guy's in a lot of stuff too, this dude.
This is Kurt Fuller.
Creeper.
Who no human being, I don't think, has played more sleazy network executives than him.
This is like the exact same scene from RoboCop.
Pretty much.
Only there's not a robot about to blast everybody.
It sort of is. There sort of is.
You're right. This is totally RoboCop.
Yeah, this girl gets her face blown off in a second. But
she gets it blown off, all right.
But Kurt Fuller plays network executive in Wayne's World.
Yes.
Plays a network executive in The Running Man.
Like he believes in crystals. Look,
yeah,
my belief in crystals will get us through this network war.
Yeah, but yeah, he's also in The Running Man, where he plays a network executive. So he's got a lot of that.
He's like typecast.
Yeah, but he was also in Red Heat, Ghostbusters 2, Bonfire of the Vanities, The Fan.
Did you just fire her?
Yeah, of course.
The Fan. Every time they think you, they're gonna think of me, huh?
That's right.
Hey, Bobby.
Good job. And he was in Alias, Ray, Desperate Housewives, Pursuit of Happiness, also Supernatural, The Good Wife, stuff like that. He was actually originally meant to play the character of Ned in Groundhog Day. It was actually written for him by Harold Ramis because they're friends, and he had him in mind totally, but then he couldn't do it. I feel like this is actually the network conversation.
That guy's in stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? A dead animal? Oh,
a naked picture of Hulk Hogan.
Exactly. Well, it should have been like a half-naked lady covered in a dead animal. This is what sells pictures.
This sells, and it's just a pile. Like it's just a pile of dead squirrels.
Yeah. This is what sells. A dead squirrel's being fucked. But we can't show that anymore.
So I don't have a ton of actual stuff like trivia from this movie. There's not a lot, but I'll tell you one piece right off. We mentioned it quickly last week. The movie, when the script came in, Vince McMahon wasn't happy with it, so he got a place in Reddington, Florida, a hotel. Him and Hulk Hogan locked themselves in, stayed awake for 72 hours, which means cocaine was definitely involved.
Yes.
And they rewrote the entire movie, just the two of them.
I would love to be a fly on the wall during that movie. Like, oh my God.
Oh my God. I picture them being like, when they're like brainstorming, they're just like down to underpants, just like oiling each other's muscular bodies.
As serious as can be.
What do you mean, brother? I like that this is also...
I feel that anybody in the world that sees him wearing that should be culturally offended.
Why?
I have no idea. I don't know. I just feel that it is like, who the fuck wears that?
Don't you wear a dress weight belt?
Oh, yeah.
That's his fancy
Where's the fanny pack?
Yeah.
What is he wearing?
I like, and it's so true about him in real life. Go look at any photo of his trial from the sex tape thing, the BuzzFeed thing, and he's dressed pretty much identical.
Hogan's the man.
He got special permission to wear a do-rag in the court.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he had to wear his official Hulkamania skullet.
Yep.
He was throwing t-shirts out, right? Like rips his shirt open when he comes down the aisle and throws it at some lady. Ah! The judge is like, "You're the man, Hogan."
Yeah.
What do you got? Like $300 million in that fucking thing?
Yeah, man.
Holy Jesus!
A lot more than he got for this thing.
I think he was banging Bubba Ray Dudley's wife or something.
No, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
He's a radio guy in LA, I think, or Florida. Oh, no, yeah, he's in Florida.
He's called the Love Sponge.
Yeah. Which sounds like his wife was the Love Sponge.
Ooh, hiya.
Get it? And in that one, if you've seen the video, I still have not seen the video, but the one thing I'm dying to see in it is when he burps like while fucking the girl. He's like, "Oh, I shouldn't have had that. It's like sushi." Like that happens. He's
in
like
the sex tape.
In the sex tape, he like burps while he's fucking her.
Shouldn't have had all that. Man, that's sushi breath.
Ugh, disgusting.
He only said that after going down on her.
Yeah. Hello.
Look at that mustache ride, buddy. You think Bernie's gonna give you a mustache ride? Ooh, look at that.
That thing will give you a mustache rocket trip to the moon.
What? How much did he offer him?
Whoa. They like gave it. They did the usual check. Like, here's your check thing. Here's all. Look at all the zeros.
Like he's looking at how wide those eyes are. He's getting pissed. Nobody talks to the Hulk. I mean, to Rip like this.
Yeah.
I wonder what they had wrong. I wish we could find the script. Like, what did Vince have a problem with?
The original script.
Yeah.
It probably had emotions. Like it was. Like Hogan was like, "I can't do this, brother." Says I have to smile on cue.
Oh, he's thinking about it now. He's like, our boss can talk anybody.
I love just like this like overacting, this stage acting.
Listen to the music.
Doing. Oh, I know.
And Buddy you said Buddy that does the music does the movie music.
Jim Johnston, yeah. See, like, this is actually something Kurt Fuller. I have a whole thing on Kurt Fuller. He did an interview about doing this movie, and I'm going to read the entire snippet.
Okay.
Because it is fucking amazing. Jeez. And one of the things includes this scene.
Probably shit himself for real.
He gives them.
I love that's like his character thing.
Yeah.
He was doing it. You know what? When he was in the ring doing it, he looked like Munchie.
Yeah.
Like just nonstop flailing.
I
You know, his whatever peace symbol. What is that? The shaka bra. What is that
Yeah.
thing?
It's a Hawaiian thing.
Yeah, it's the.
But it's an aisle.
Oh,
Look at the
sure I should have, bud. It's a bone collector.
You would think that there would be some transfer of skill from being a performer in the wrestling ring to being
Like an actor in a movie.
Like, if not, like, you might not be a great actor who can cry on cue and stuff, but you should be able to say a sentence like you knew, knew you were gonna say it, right? Like,
you know what? If I went into the evil dude's lair and he offered me money, I wouldn't take the ride that he gave me there back.
no. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Or at the very least, I'd say, before I get in this, can you just, like, roll up your windows and stuff? I want to see if they're made of metal.
Yeah.
I want to see
and
if
the
they're all
sunroof.
reinforced.
Don't forget the sunroof. All sheet metal.
Yeah.
It was waving around. Well, he's double
Jesus.
axe handling this place to shit.
This is kind of like the Street Fighter 2 bonus thing where you, like, destroy the car.
Perfect.
Nice.
Oh, look at this craziness.
Look at this getup.
Boom. You know the director's last name has the word hack in it.
Nice.
Yeah. Wasn't it Hackett? Something
No,
Hackett?
It wasn't. It was
Yes, it was. Hack something. It said right here.
Oh.
Alan Smithy. Boom. Look at all this fucking action. Look at
Yeah. I was going to say, his name is Thomas Wright, but other than that.
He's going to kick the roof and it's going to flip the whole thing around. Boom.
Yeah. I read one piece of trivia in one place, and I refuse to believe that it's true. It said that
Trivia never
Meryl
lies.
Streep was attached to this movie
What?
to play the female lead.
No
That
way.
comes later. But then she got into arguments with Hulk Hogan about creative stuff, and so they fired her. I was like, she had already won Oscars at this point.
I don't know if that's,
I was like,
that's
there's-
God.
no.
Oh my God. He came right through the fucking roof,
Yes.
man.
It was
Look
like
at the rage.
the only thing that successfully can jump like that is a penguin out of the water.
Look at and Hogan out of a lip.
Look at
Whoa!
Like everything is just
Boom.
like it's worse looking than wire fu.
When you see like where they've gone in wrestling now, if you watch wrestling now, it's like, what the hell were we thinking back then?
Oh, absolutely. It was like it's like the Special Olympics versus the Olympics. It really is. It's like because everything was slow and lumbering because you had one of two guys. You had either big fat guys who were
huge
too out of
guys.
shape, like your Greg the Hammer Valentines and your Axe that you saw, like they all had big guts and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Or you had these big muscly guys who also couldn't
We're like
move.
8 feet tall. They're all
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, he's like 6'7" or something.
That's
like
why you always
that.
see
Like,
some of the
he's-
guys that are really small, but those guys are like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah. If you ever watch Rocky 3, which it was the first movie he ever did.
He's pretty good in Rocky 3.
Relative. Again, it's me, baby. I'm Thunderlips, baby. But that was actually an almost decent fight move, like fight move for
Hogan's
him.
wailing these suckers.
But yeah, when you see that, they listed him as 7 feet tall, so that you could buy that Stallone might be near 6 feet,
Right.
not like 5'4".
Yeah, not like 4'7".
Yeah.
Flip the limo.
Yeah, it's like I can't wait till they have to put him on an apple box. So put Stallone on an apple box so he's taller than Peter Dinklage. I like to. He's always grunting and loud. Like,
How do you write that? I wonder if that was. Oh,
this is the best scene in the entire movie. Look at he's
Wait,
growling
this
like
is amazing.
a dog. What's that smell? Dookie.
Dookie.
They made him shit his pants. Somebody.
Oh my God.
That's that guy's
This is
job.
the greatest
Do you understand?
acting I've ever seen.
He had to try hard to get that job. And then he had to call his family and go, I got a scene where I shit my pants near Hulk Hogan and I cry like a little girl.
Hey, there she is.
Sexy Joan
That's Meryl
Severance.
Streep right there.
Yeah, that's who Meryl Streep was
She's in
supposed
lots
to
of
be.
shit, eh?
Yeah.
Would you be the guy that shits himself?
I do it,
I'm probably
but
the
again,
guy who just shits himself, so I might as well be the guy in the movie.
Yeah. I'm not above it by any means, but it's like, but also I'm not a professional actor. If somebody was going to give me the opportunity to be in a movie for money, I would do anything. But I picture that this guy's a guy who's probably gone to drama school and like done all this
Paid
kind
his
of
dues.
stuff. Like, he's like, yeah,
Paid his doo-doos.
He's like, I've been doing like theater in LA for a while, and I moved to New York, and I'm doing some off Broadway, and now I'm the Dookie guy. And
Hogan sexually assaulting this woman with his eyes.
that's why
Look, right at the thing.
he's growling.
What is this meeting?
I'm gonna grab.
What
him
is
by the
this?
pussy. It's like, it's the big pitch thing. Like just to
Is this
say,
his company? Is this his wrestling? He looks like he's
Yeah.
pretty calm here.
essentially, yeah.
I like how he just beat this shit out of like 18 people and a limo.
Uh-huh. I like too, he's got a big thing about his charity in this. He keeps mentioning
The charity
like,
that he doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, my kids.
It's called like Sports for Kids.
I think that the problem they had with the script
Yeah.
was that the grrrs were not written in.
Yeah.
And that was, they did cocaine, and for 72 hours, they just wrote over the whole thing.
No, what I thought is that they crashed after the 72 hours. They fell on the typewriter and it just kept like,
And then so that was it.
which is not how a typewriter works. Hipsters will know that because they don't use. Oh, he's got to dress.
Did you
up.
just hear that?
Yeah.
I think there was a moment there.
Yeah. So that is Joan Severance. She's got some roles. She had an uncredited role in Lethal Weapon. She was in See No Evil, Hear No Evil, which was out at like the
That's
exact.
right.
It was.
Did she show her boobs off in that one too?
I don't recall, but
I think she did.
yeah. If I'm gonna trust anybody to know, it's gonna be you. Look at his all white suit.
Oh, he looks like fucking pimped out. Yo, he looks like he's doing his right guard sports stick ad right now.
Anything less will be
Be
uncivilized.
uncivilized.
Holy crap! I love that.
Is that Julie Louis-Dreyfus right there looking at him? Look.
Oh my god, it looked kind of like her. I think it was just a joke.
Have you ever eaten in a restaurant like this?
Yeah.
Look at this, man. It looks like they serve like schnitzel.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
No.
It looks like it's inside a German church. It's like it's the only like venue they could get. They couldn't get a restaurant. Oh.
Does he know this guy or something?
No,
He knows Rip.
him. Yeah.
This guy knows Rip. Everybody
Look at that
does.
guy. He's got like little kid teeth, like his adult teeth on his fronts just came in, but everything else is still like.
This guy does not know, this French guy.
Yeah. But Joan Severance, yeah, so she was in the Red Shoe Diaries back in the day, so she showed off some boobs in those. And Red Shoe Diaries, for anybody who doesn't know, was just called that thing you could masturbate to that was on TV.
Yes. When you were young enough
Yeah.
that you couldn't buy pornography, but old enough that you wanted to buy pornography.
Yes. And it
you
was
had
so
Showcase.
far, and it was so far back in time that you had the scrambled porn
Scrambled porn was the best.
and no internet. Life was awful. I don't really know how
I
we got
liked
through
it, actually.
No, it's the worst.
Remember when we found that porn magazine in the bushes?
I told that story
man.
recently. I told Carrie that story.
What a day that was, man.
There's literally in a park. There's this weird like willow kind of tree that like goes over, and then there's a bush there, and like literally somebody just like jammed a porno. We also found like a Playboy like trading card
Yes.
in there. We
That
found.
was awesome.
I just like that somebody
I
that
was
was
jacking
there.
for weeks.
That was their.
I didn't even need to
That
see
was their
nothing
hiding
else.
spot. It was just like
It was clearly some other kid stashed it there or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, people who don't realize that leaves fall away from things
Oh,
like that
yeah.
and expose things hidden inside them.
When you got to get rid of a dirty magazine, man, anything will do.
I like that you just had a little French-speaking Hulk Hogan. He's like, "Look how fucking classy I am, brother."
Did he just impress her?
Yeah.
Boom! Oh, there.
That-
In the theater.
Oh god. Oh, well, that guy has
Oh,
Down syndrome.
Stro.
There's no chance.
This is my kind of bar. This is where sailors like to party right here, man.
I picture that this is what the underside of like anything below deck is just this.
Yep,
And
right
then,
here.
And then a large series of bunk beds.
Yeah,
Is that it looks like Mad Dog Vachon there, but
I
don't
believe
think
it is. I think it is.
Because he wasn't in the credits.
Oh my god, look at this.
Just tattoos going
Look at
on.
this fucking butt crack hanging right out.
I like that literally everything has to happen all in this one place. It's like
As illegal as
Name-
you can get. Yeah, illegal tattoos. I
name
didn't
all
see any
this-
drug use though.
Yeah, name all the seedy things you can find at one time.
that you can do in a
Mustache.
PG movie.
Yeah, you can do in a PG.
Right, so there's a tattoo. This guy's
Yeah.
biting faces off. He just took some bath salts.
He has a rope belt. That's the thing, right?
He's wearing a belt. It looks like he's wearing an old like metal cord or something.
The blonde guy there, that's oh, I can't remember his
Oh,
name.
that looks like the waitress that goes in Terminator 2 when he's naked.
Probably is, yeah. Oh, what was the guy's name? Yeah.
They're looking for the gay bar. Well, if you ain't, then get in here.
I like that PG movies you were just allowed to be like homophobic and
Yes.
racist and
That's
whatever,
okay,
right?
as long as you're not showing nudity or drug use.
Yeah, I'm fine if you're a colored, as long as you're not a queer.
Yeah.
Or the other way around.
We got standards.
Yeah. The blonde guy there, I believe that's Stan Hansen? Is it Stan Hansen?
Oh, look at there's Buddy
wrestler?
right there.
Oh, yeah.
No, just this
guy.
guy.
There he is. The one who plays Neanderthal is Stan Hansen, another wrestler.
That guy's Stan Hansen?
I think that was him. I think that's him. It was either him or the blonde guy, but they're both kind of blonde. I don't really recognize them. It's like Stan Hansen's a little bit before my time.
Oh,
Just another
you just
thing.
said Peter Dinklage, and there he was.
I said Peter Dinklage, and a little person arrives in a cage.
Holy
Look, it's the
moly.
crystal skull in the background.
It is. No, that looks like something that they borrowed from Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes.
Nice
look
robe.
at how
Now this is a
sweaty.
match. Look at they're biting each other.
He has a sweaty gun.
They would rather bite each other in the face than punch each other.
Do you know how like professional wrestling to me is that especially in the 80s was that scene in Along Came Polly, you know, when the fat sweaty basketball like hairy basketball guy like goes down his
which
face.
is Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. well, he's in that. It wasn't him in that
Oh,
scene. It
no,
was
you're
another
right,
guy, but
you're right.
He was in that scene as well.
He was in the background eating cat shit.
Oh, lots of chew too. That's always a big thing.
These are bad dudes right here, man.
He looks like a bushwhacker.
I like that
Oh.
at this. Oh, for fuck! I would have. I don't give a fuck who you are, man. You should have drop kicked him,
Yeah.
David Paymer.
David Paymer. David Paymer, another person in this movie who's involved with Howard the Duck. He's also in Airplane 2, Night of the Creeps, City Slickers Quiz Show, Get Shorty. Like he's got the best resume out of everybody who's in the. Look at him in the background. He looks like he's from Big Trouble, the Asian guy on the bottom right.
Oh, I missed him. It's a total crossover.
He looked like he was the sidekick, and I feel so guilty saying that because I know it's not him. So it's just like, just racism.
Oh, but at least he gets there. They're giving him a beer up there. That's all right. It's
Yeah.
not too bad being a midget in a cage, little person.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, a midget and a little person. You didn't want to say cage.
Exactly. I don't want to offend any cages out there. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus, might not have been
Yeah.
a cage.
Yeah, we're ready to offend everybody, but if we don't want to start like the new cage unit. Like,
Oh my
yeah.
God! Well, somebody's always offended about everything. Oh, they're "Rawr, I'm out of chew. Rawr."
Look,
These guys are the best. This is
see,
the
look,
best
there he was
place.
again. They
He
gotta
looked
go
like
back to the show.
he looked like Buddy, his sidekick.
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
It totally looks like him.
but again, somebody who's not in the credits.
This is before they did that bottle cutting, you know, when they lost all their money.
Yes.
This is down below.
Yeah.
He gets loaded, he watches some wrestling, then he goes up top, he meets Jack Burton.
Yes.
And then shit goes down.
This is a prequel. That's
Oh,
amazing.
my
This came out
Lord.
after that.
This was when, in the 80s, or when was it? When did this movie come out?
89.
89. This was when they were selling wrestling as being real.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if they ever, but the idea was this is for real thing going on here, that these guys are fighting.
I watched the Chris Gethard show, and one time they had Tito Santana on, and it was one of the things they actually talked about was like being characters, and he was talking about like when him and Rick Martel went bad.
That's how I drink.
Yeah, when Rick Martel went bad, they weren't allowed to hang out with each other anymore, despite the fact that they had been best friends for years. Because
That's ridiculous. Well, they still get mad now, right? Sometimes, like the one guy, Titus O'Neil, posted a picture of two, like Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, like having a beer or whatever, and it was like they were pissed because it was like, you're in a feud right now. You can't be seen like buddy and like.
yeah, it's ridiculous because the people who are in the biggest feuds are often the people who like each other the
Yes.
most. I like that they. I feel like they just gave him a bunch of like carrot top props and put him up there and then just pointed a camera up at him and they're like, you do this while
Every
we go
now-
shoot
yeah.
some other stuff.
There was
Is
an
it-
entire second unit director filming him for a month.
Yeah. It was just as much like every single person is they found the biggest dirt bags in the world to
They
be
did a
in.
great job. I like the one guy that was like half picking his nose the whole time, and they're like, buddy that just went in there. What's his name? What'd you say his name was? Oh, another
Stan
fight
Hansen.
is broken out. There's no bouncer at this bar.
No. Oh, you know who'd be a good bouncer for this bar? Dalton.
Dalton.
He'd clean this place up.
McGinty. Hell yeah.
I like that you just said that we're like 98% American audience. He's a former premier of Ontario.
Woo, Dalton. Oh, look at he just pinched his ass. Yo, is this it?
Which?
Is this the bathroom that I think was Roadhouse?
Yeah,
It is.
This
It is.
There it is.
This is, remember I was talking about the fucking piss trough?
Yes.
This is the movie.
You're so happy. Like, Todd is so overjoyed right now that he didn't make it up.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. This is it, man. This is how I like it, baby. They don't make them like that anymore. Urinals, that is.
If I ever saw that, though, and I really had to go, I would stand like 8 feet away and just try and arch it. Because if you got it on the floor.
Like, what? Look at here's the toilet paper.
That might
roll.
be. I think once they put a fat beat on, that dog turns into Snoop Dogg.
Like, who goes to the bathroom here? Look at it. It's like the ceiling's dripping piss.
It's like raining in there.
Look at this. Just staring at somebody else's dick when you go to the bathroom.
It would
I'm glad they put the dividers and stuff. Because when was that a thing? Like, back in the day that we wanted to piss and stare at each other's dicks.
Every time I go to a public washroom, I'm always like leaning over, like, "How you doing down there?
Hey, what's going on, man?"
Hey, you know what I find? It sounds like it wouldn't be the case, but every time you're like, "Hey, you have a nice penis there," they're always like, "Thank you."
Nobody's been offended.
Yeah, it's just this one bar I go to.
Oh my god, there's peed all over each other's penises.
This one bar, it's only men who are there. It's wonderful.
Oh,
that's Stan hands.
Who are these people? They're just screaming and sweating all day.
This is like if Larry the Cable Guy was a wrestler.
Oh my god. Is he staring at his penis right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is how I pick up.
He just literally looked at both of their little dicks.
Their penises are so small that he won't dunk their heads into the urinal.
That really hurt. Oh, zombies live. This is a precursor to Walking Dead. There's not even a door to that one.
I think that this is the dive bar of my dreams.
I want nothing more than to make my bathroom. I want to open up a restaurant and make it look like this, but actually be clean.
Really clean.
Like it's a. I love the names. I love generic names of
WTN. World Transmission Network? Yeah, what is this?
It's the World Television Network.
Oh, and shit.
And their wrestling show is Battle of the Tough Guys.
Is this like an open call he's doing right now? Yes. Anybody who can take rip.
It's like basically just Mad Max Marauders.
Yeah, in their off time. The guy with the guitar, the blind guy, is going to show up.
Uh-oh. This guy doesn't have the third dimension.
You're not. Who are you proving you're tough there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, here's Stallone. He's got other things to do, like arm wrestling for the custody of his Reagan child.
I was gonna say that was Trump where he gets in the truck.
Oh, Trump.
Like, honk honk goes the truck. Honk honk goes the truck.
Battle of the Tough Guys.
I like that they do this. They didn't even get a studio. They're just doing it in the dive bar and just threw up some neon.
That's how you do it, buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna utilize this quick. Oh no, because we got an introduction coming. I can't utilize this moment. To do this. I cannot fuck around with this.
Is this even ropes? The hell is that?
No. We'll talk. Yeah, it's legitimate. Like ropes.
Is this the tournament for who fights Rip, or what is this?
No, because he's on the other league or the other. He's on the other network. He won't come to this network, so they're coming up with their own.
This is their own idea. I love this is the WCW.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon is like,
yeah,
we have to make fun of the competition. Hey, look at this guy. It's like eating hairspray.
I like that's just Hulk Hogan. Like
that's Terry Funk.
Yeah,
Jesus, look at him.
I was gonna say that was just Hulk Hogan if he didn't make it big.
This guy's just loaded at all times. Fighting, sweating, and loaded.
What's great is this is precisely what the auditions for these roles look like. We're just these big sweaty animals all standing in a room waiting to be called upon.
That's hilarious.
So this movie had a budget of $8 million.
Whoa.
$8 million.
$7 million went to Hogan.
Yeah, probably.
And product for his skullet.
Vince McMahon, when they were in the Monday Night Wars and Hogan was with WCW, they actually, he said something about Hulk Hogan guaranteeing if the movie didn't make money, he'd return his salary. And then he's like, I'm still waiting for that. He's like, I guess I'm still waiting for that check. And like, he's making fun of how shitty the movie was. I'm like, aren't you the executive producer who wrote the
Vince
movie?
McMahon?
Yeah, like he's making fun of he's like, oh, he couldn't carry a movie. I'm like, you couldn't create one. I was like,
I'm sure he's got enough money to pay that tab now, man.
Yeah, you're both terrible. That would be amazing if
he truck driver.
If he got it. But yeah, the movie made $16.1 million.
6?
16.1.
Oh, they did it.
It did make a thing.
Well, there. What the hell is he talking about
I don't
then?
know.
He made his money back.
Well, because it didn't
Fucking liar.
make it huge, you know?
You made a profit, Vince.
yeah.
Shit, man.
It debuted at number 2 behind Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, but just ahead of See No Evil, Hear No Evil. So that girl, that's why she became like kind of the hot thing for a little bit. She was in the number 2 and number 3.
And number 3. Oh, shit.
See, another reason why you should not be doing this here. It has really poor structure. You can just knock down an entire wall.
It looks like it was just ready to go at any minute. Oh!
See, even
switch that eye patch.
the toughest white guy in the world is
shit.
afraid of any black man.
Is this his? And then, you know, he's actually, the window is like a mile away and he's like super tiny.
That would be amazing. Well, usually you'd be smaller if you were a mile away. So he would just get bigger as he got closer.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Look at this guy. Oh my Lord. He just oh my.
Tiny Lister, the man who would have starred in The Green Mile if it wasn't for finding somebody who could act.
Dear God. He's like, oh, that guy just got a fucking halfer.
Oh, look how lazy his eye is.
Look at that. It's not lazy. It's doing something.
He got paid half price because his one eye just wouldn't work.
Kept running into shit.
Yeah. Like, it's almost completely inside
I think
his head.
it looks worse there than it does
I'm wondering if he
like
has like
in Friday and stuff.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he has corrective lenses.
Was this like his first movie or what?
No, it wasn't. It may have been his first movie. It wasn't his first role though.
Tiny Lister?
Yeah.
It's Pabst Blue Ribbon.
His name's Tommy Lister. He was in Beverly Hills Cop 2. He was in Universal Soldier, Meteor Man, Don Juan DeMarco, which blew me away.
How do you know he's not Don Juan DeMarco?
Exactly.
Huh? He turned out to be the real Don Juan DeMarco, and Johnny Depp was a fraud.
Yeah, there you go. As you mentioned, he was in the Friday movies. He played the president in The Fifth Element. He was in Jackie Brown, The Dark Knight, Zootopia. And then every other role, he plays a prisoner pretty much. It's always like inmate or something like that,
dead.
Right? So...
And then he showed up, I remember, to coincide with the movie. Oh my God, he looked like he just ripped that man's jaw for real.
Yeah.
He showed up at wrestling and fought Hulk Hogan. I don't know what
3
event
times.
or
I've
he
got,
fought him
I've got
3
it right
times.
Here. He fought him 3 separate times. They were all tag matches.
They were? They never fought each other one-on-one.
No. The first match, well, because he can't
He's
wrestle.
not a wrestler.
So,
well, I mean, Jesus, like back then, like fuck, man.
It was him and
That's also Little Max Trainer from Punch Out. Look at the dude. Look at him. Wait, look at the.
That's amazing.
Turn around to the camera.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah. But yeah, it was him. It was Zeus and Macho Man versus Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Hulk Hogan. Then it was an 8-man tag match, which he got disqualified immediately. Like he just like took Hulk out.
Oh, I love when they do that.
And then SummerSlam, which was like right before this came out, or it was like right in and around there. It was right before it came out, though. They had a tag team cage match, the same tag teams. Like,
right.
And then...
Is that Ethan Hawke?
Not so much. But they didn't... the matches obviously were garbage.
He's coincidentally his trainer.
Yep. And this movie didn't do well enough to justify it. But this was the one-on-one match was originally supposed to be the main event of WrestleMania 6 instead of him and Ultimate Warrior. That was the backup plan, which like became one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time
in Canada
for a while. Yeah, which took place in Toronto.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't there.
No,
I know a lot of people I know were there, but I was not there.
It sort of counts.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking unibrow on this guy.
Oh God. And then.
How many like underground fight? Look at I ripped out a tiny tuft of his hair.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's a fistful of pubes. That's why he's like, oh God, I can't handle this. Some guy makes fun of my penis. This guy's ripping pubes out.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide what like
because there's a buddy in the background. Is that Sid? Who looks like Psycho Sid?
It does look like Sid actually. It very well could be given his like the age and stuff like that.
$100,000 to a couple of hillbillies to duke it out in a basement.
But what was the deal? So is every Battle of the Tough Guys going to pay off $100,000? Like how often do they do these episodes?
I think this. Whoa. Sometimes I call people and I just go.
I like that they're having this weird square
off. They can feel it.
They're in different leagues.
They can
but
feel
it he can see, he's going, it's inevitable that we're gonna fight. I was like, that would be like, it's kind of like
He's
this
calling
whole,
him out. He just called him out with his eyes.
it's this whole Mayweather Conor McGregor thing. I was like, you guys aren't even in the same sport, but it's inevitable that you're gonna fight.
Inevitable.
I like that his desk is just a little bit higher than everybody else, because fuck everybody.
They kicked some ass, and
they did.
David Paymer that's a
His
great role
clapping-
for him.
His clapping looked all sped up. But yeah, an interesting thing too. You know how I've been saying everybody seems to have a St. Elsewhere connection in
Yes.
this? He was originally cast in the pilot of St. Elsewhere. He was replaced by Howie Mandel.
No.
So
No shit.
yeah, he ended up So he was in just the one episode. But
Power suit. How much you think that suit cost him?
more than your house. That's what they say, right? I was like, there's actually
Yeah, exactly.
for rich people, there's actually
Oh.
not prices. You just go there and it just says more than a poor person's car. And this, how much is that watch?
More than a poor person's car is a Lamborghini.
More than your salary. That looks kind of like a Jim Carrey character from
What's this one? Is this the Battle of the Tough Guys again?
Yeah. But now they're like
So
setting
like
up
in a steel mill.
that's Lug Wrench there. That is played by
The Lug Wrench? You know the Lug Wrench's name?
his name is his character's name is Lug Wrench. He's played by Jeep Swenson. He was in the Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans movie Bulletproof. Like he was a big thug.
my god.
But
I
more
wanna go to
importantly,
Disneyland.
he played Bane in Batman and Robin.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was him.
He did?
Yeah, he was he was a wrestler back in the day too.
I thought you were gonna. I love that. Thank God that guy's up there, rocking sparks.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna tell me that guy's giant piece of metal was played by the midget guy in the cage.
probably true. Probably was.
Wait, he's allowed his weapon?
Yeah, well, it's
Little people. I'm sorry.
If you're tough, yeah, sorry, not weapon, little people. I'm gonna do it every time. I'm gonna make you stick by midget every time.
Look at the steam everywhere. What kind of
I
fight is this?
I like it. He didn't show up for this one. This is like,
You can't be at every one of them.
why are they?
He's filming his own bootleg.
yeah, he's videotaping
That's
the
how evil they
videotape.
are.
I love it.
You know, it's going to be bootlegged.
He's like, you guys are a TV station. I bet you can get the tape.
Probably. Now, this is 89, man.
Yeah. No,
He's like, I'm going to make a copy of this for my kids.
even more so. They were probably doing everything on VHS.
I love how they can just bring some guy in who doesn't even wrestle to throw some matches in, and that was going to be the main event.
Of a WrestleMania.
Wow.
That is not quite as bad as David Arquette winning the championship in WCW, but it's really close.
This is David Arquette might have been the worst thing that ever happened in professional wrestling.
He's the worst thing that ever happened to the Arquettes.
Oh my god, is he gonna crunch his balls with it? Oh my god, is he gonna rip his head right off?
Yeah, he
There should have been like an R-rated or a not rated version of this. They should redo this movie hard R.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
that'd be pretty fun. It'd be cool to do it in more like a mixed martial arts
Yeah.
thing,
Yes.
though. Because again, nobody's wrestling. Like Hulk doesn't even wrestle in this.
Well, they have even in some of those fighting games, there's always the guy who looks, I don't know which one it is, but Tekken or something, but it's Hogan.
Yeah,
It's Hollywood Hogan, essentially, and he does big wrestling moves to the guys, like Zangief.
yeah,
You always gotta have a wrestler.
yeah. You got it.
He killed him.
I like the idea
Yeah, like right there.
that this is an active factory. I don't know what they're producing other than flames, but the
Flames and sweat.
yeah.
For the theatrical release of No Holds Barred.
Yeah, exactly. But the
There she is.
yeah, she was very soap opera attractive or like dynasty attractive.
Ooh,
Like, I
her
wouldn't-
Dynasty hair.
She was a big time supermodel prior to doing all this stuff.
Who the
So let's
fuck
no,
is that
we're gonna
guy?
talk about Randy right now. His name's
Okay.
Mark Pellegrino.
I don't have it.
He was in
I
Lethal Weapon
failed.
3. He had an uncredited role in The Lost World Jurassic Park as a tourist. He was Jackie Treehorn's thug in The Big Lebowski.
There you go. Done.
I knew that was going to
Fuck,
be
I
the
should have
thing you
got
knew
that.
him from.
At least I saw the urinals, though. That was cool.
We know who you are, Lebowski.
That's right.
But
Jackie fucking Treehorn.
he was also in Mulholland Drive, Capote, the number 23. He was in a season of Dexter. He was on the show Lost, which is what most people would know him from.
Oh, I should have known him from that,
Yeah.
but I wiped it from my memory.
There you go. He was on the show The Closer, the show Revolution. He's currently on 13 Reasons Why on Netflix.
Oh.
And he was on
Oh,
Supernatural.
he's doing all right, man.
Yeah, he's got
Good
he's
for
got
him.
he's got a legit career going
Oh, here
on.
comes the old greasy spoon.
Nothing would make me happier. I want to go to every greasy spoon in the world. I'm trying to find one right now for Vegas. Anybody? Oh no, this is gonna be after I go to Vegas. By the time this comes out,
Going to Vegas.
going to Vegas, baby.
Man, you're gonna see all over there. They have this there in Vegas. This kind of thing.
It's literally.
Underground fighting wrestling.
That's the hotel. The hotel I got is really, really
Tough
cheap, but you have to
guys.
fight. You have to fight a guy who's carrying a giant lug
Like
wrench.
you already paid $27 for a room. Well, now you got to fight this guy for the
Yeah.
right to sleep there. It's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
a big bed bug, glowing neon green.
And if you don't, he's gonna fuck your wife.
I'll stay across the street. I forget this.
I love the. I love that he has to be an action hero. He's a wrestler, and they keep pushing action movie. They're like, "Don't worry, I'll take care
Get
of
down. Look at this.
this." Do you know what the average wrestler would be able to do in this scenario? Nothing.
Hide
He'd
under the table, but not as good as anybody else because he's
Yeah.
huge. Fuck.
That's the title of this.
Look at this
episode.
in the music. Throwing 50 pies at a robber.
It's so good. Like, and again, like throw one pie as a distraction and then go
Whoa.
wrestle. Yeah. You imagine if there's a cut of this movie where he blows his head off in front of children.
And it should land on an old pie shell.
No, he blows his head off. The blood splurts all over the one kid. He gets up and gives him the rip him sign. He's like, yeah.
Rip him, rip. Oh, good thing that lady ducked. This
See-
man is a national treasure. Look at that table folds.
I
under
wonder-
the pressure.
I wonder if because Turner was in Atlanta and Atlanta's where Coke is, if that's why Pepsi was the thing that got the
This is
the
Pepsi.
promotion here.
Anything, you know what? If anything Turner's doing, Vince McMahon probably saw him drinking a Coke, Turner, one time and was like,
Yeah.
forget it. This lady's in something as well.
Yeah.
You know who should have come out of the back? The lady from that making the Jason burgers, and her little midget, little person.
He's not a little person. He's just not a big person.
Oh no, he wasn't either. Yeah, he was just kind of look at the little guy up there.
He will likely be
That
back.
black guy looks like he's wearing a wig.
Oh, he probably
Who,
is.
that girl's
Oh,
in
I was
something.
gonna say not him.
That girl is in something.
All these guys. Oh, that
Look at
guy.
her. She's like, well.
That guy's just got activator.
If I didn't want to fuck him before, I do now.
Yeah. Look at her ears look weird.
She sort of looks
He's
like
gonna-
that. Like her mom is
That's
that
probably-
weird
he
looking
set this whole
chick
thing up.
from They Live. That's the
Yeah.
only one. Remember her? She's got the weird eyes.
Oh, yeah,
That's like
yeah.
her mom.
Yes. She was also in.
Uh-oh.
What was it? Not the People Under the Stairs. The John Carpenter movie, Alice Cooper.
The Serpent in the Rainbow.
No, not the Serpent in the Rainbow.
The one with the devil.
Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness. Ah,
There you
got
go.
it there. Always gonna tire.
But you know what? I thought of the exact same movies. I was thinking Serpent in the Rainbow
Yeah.
too, because they all are all so close to each other. He does not have a big enough bulge for those short shorts. Given this,
I would have rocked a Tom Cruise style in Magnolia. I would have stuffed a whole fucking roll of quarters down there.
Oh,
I Love Lucy.
yeah. I wish it like he's.
I
Trying to
can't
be
stop staring at his bulge now. Like I'm trying not to, but like look at those shorts, man.
constantly.
That's like you pull a Captain Morgan, you got your testicles. You know, that reminds me of like when I'd go over to my grandfather's house and he would be in shorts like that and his balls would be hanging out. And like, how do you tell him like, hey, yo, your balls are hanging out?
I used to go to your grandfather's house and they weren't, and then they were, and then he's like what you see? I'm like, no.
The terror makes you say yes.
I like the
Can't
weird,
move.
like innocent romance that they're trying to like put forward here.
So they
Like,
geez, just wash them with some
we have to
toilet
be even
water.
separate to brush our teeth because that's too intimate. If she sees me mouth washing, she'll know I want to eat her snatch. And yes,
yeah.
anybody who is guessing, that was me slowly turning my
know.
wheel of pussy work.
I saw it happen. Oh yeah, here we go.
Like she is.
Ooh,
Oh my god,
look
you
his
see
buns
ass
hanging
cheek?
out. Woo, Hogan. You just swallow the.
Okay. She has made it very clear that this is going to be innocent, and then she's like, "Now I'm going to come out in a bra."
That's all
And my-
women do. My God,
my-
you're just supposed to pretend for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
But watch her underpants when she comes
while
out.
she's
like-
in there, fucking, getting ready. Oh, see you tomorrow, girl.
I like
Oh,
that
was
they-
she just like, I don't want you to
Look
see
at
me.
those, like
Ooh,
that's
old school. That looks comfortable though.
that looks like something that your grandmother would wear because
Oh.
it's the only thing her Depends would go under.
And they split the bed.
Yes.
You know, that looks like the type of underwear where you do not want a shart.
Yeah.
Because like it's just gonna slide. You know, it's like a kid on a slip and slide going into the fence.
You don't want to do anything. Like you don't even want to have a post-erection penis because that's too big.
You're gonna have fucking rug burn.
Well, at least for me.
Look at his leg up.
Yeah. Why don't they just do the on top of the covers, below the covers, or the foot to head method? Like there's so many options.
Foot to head's not gonna work. Come on.
I know,
because genital to genital. The fuck.
It's just a 69, but.
And then you got someone's dirty old feet in your face.
Well, maybe you know what? Maybe if Hulk just ate some sushi, I know that's always stopped him from having sex with women.
I never stopped him.
Wouldn't that be amazing if, like, in a movie that had those kind of awkward? Because it's always like passionate, like hard sex or loving sex, not like that funny sex where it's like I'm having a hard time keeping hard. oh god. Oh. I masturbate to your sister.
Oh my god.
This
he
is the
is whacking.
He's pumping and pumping.
Holy
Which
jeez,
is
he's fucking the pillow.
This is why I had to stop doing this, because that's how I felt like Carrie was bouncing.
You gotta get one of those beds where you can put, like, you can bowl on one side and like fall asleep awesomely on the other, like she's trying to take a peek.
Yeah, exactly.
Here. Oh yeah.
Put the glass of wine between us.
What in the hell?
He's just doing sick push-ups.
How does he know she's watching?
I don't know.
He could tell the gaze.
But it's very inconsiderate of him to have his feet up. There's chairs over there. He could have done that.
What are you doing, bud? Like, she's trying to sleep still.
And realistically, just put your feet on the floor and do the sit-ups.
No, she loved it. She loved the view.
He probably is really quick at that. Like, he's been caught a lot of times, so he just like has a way of just getting into a push-up position, and the ratings like, I'm going back. Or he
felt her stirring awake, so he's like, oh, I gotta fake something out here.
Roll it out.
Listen to that fucking
and
sexy
again,
sax.
That's like a double bed. Like, how is he not on her? Oh, he's not sleeping. I guess that's the answer to that question.
He can't sleep.
Look at those.
He's gotta stay up all night doing cocaine and push-ups.
Those changed. Those were shorts, and now it's like.
Well, it's the exact. He's color coordinated. Oh my lord!
I got a sick boner. Yeah,
Rip's been pulling that bed breaking move forever.
So Hulk Hogan and Donald Trump, two people who are WWE Hall of Famers who get that pussy one way or the other.
What's your move? You know, like Hogan just like cut down the bedpost so that when he laid down on it, she rolled onto him. What's yours? What's your patent? You know, like the stop short or the...
No, by being fat, I'm just weighing down my side of the bed, and slowly but surely it's becoming a wedge.
My cheeky, humorous move is when the girl's not looking, I put something in her drink. Then I tie her down. No, that's not. I wish I had a move. Do I have a move?
I don't know.
The corkscrew or the...
I realized something when I was editing the Ninja Turtles episode. I wrote in my notes about this too. I was like, I think Todd wants to date me because I had just said something about we were talking about like picking oh my god, he fucking nailed her.
Holy gee. Like, even he's like, oh.
I feel like they're married in real life and everybody's just like, oh, I'm gonna ignore you beating your wife. But
just grab another drink.
But yeah, I had said something about liking Donatello best. You had asked a question about like who would you date based on would you date somebody based on who they picked, and you're like, I think if they picked Donatello, that's somebody you'd want to date. And I'm listening to this and I kind of like I had this weird realization. I'm like, oh.
So you're finally catching on.
Yeah. So my answer is yes.
Oh my god, season 2 starts with a bang.
That's why I joked to Carrie, again, we're going to Vegas. I'm going to be renewing my vows with Carrie, who was a co-host.
Does anybody object? Episode. I'm going to stand up as the homeless guy that you picked to be the guy there.
If you want to pay for your flight, go for it. But yeah, I was writing down, it said the spouse's name or whatever, and I wrote TBD. that did not...
Anything could happen in Vegas.
That's what I said.
Oh my god, you're exactly. Look at Rip. He's really giving it right now. He's such a sensitive guy.
I know.
Oh my god, that is the worst. I've just been punched in the face by a CEO of a company I've ever fucking seen.
Well, that.
Oh, she's giggling now. She's used to it.
Yeah, she looks prettier.
She's not even got a black eye. She's like, he hit me. He hits like a pussy rip.
Yeah.
My ex-husband was way better hitter.
Yeah, exactly. Look at these scars I have from when he got mad at me.
Oh, here it is. See, that's all. No, this should be our move. This is our move.
All right, let's hear it.
I'll be the creeper.
Yeah.
I punch her in the face. You console her afterwards. You're in.
Nice. But we take turns. So I get the other one to blindfold themselves, and then we switch out.
Absolutely. They take the blindfold off. Oh, a tickle fight.
See, he's weirdly sexually
he's
assaulting her
getting
right now. I'm just going to tickle her until
I
my
wonder
dick
if he
gets
was
hard.
a creeper or not in real life. I heard Arnold was back. Oh my god, he just pulled a remote out of his ass.
There's no chance that he was not a creeper.
I think he was a total creeper.
There's no
too.
chance. I think that
Oh god.
I think that he cheated on her every day, all the time, and not her. I mean, his actual wife.
Oh, look at
this
how
is-
did he?
yeah.
Is this a? How did he get this interview? This large man broke into my house.
See,
Whoa.
he thinks he's facing the announcer right now, like they're having a face-to-face interview. He's like, I'm looking right at
Well,
you.
he's in the wrong building. He walked into some guy's house.
He also thinks he's looking at the camera, which technically he is.
Oh, wait
with
for
his
you
left-
here at the arena, Hulk. This is my house. Just shut up.
I-
Oh my word.
Yeah, like how
you know,
much is that?
it's because the right side, the right eyebrow is missing most of it, so he had to make up for it in the middle.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just got
Ooh.
hit really hard one time and his whole eyebrow just shifted over. Like,
Whole thing
so
moved.
this is Hulk Hogan's charity. This is Sports for Kids is the name of his charity.
Oh, look at they got ribbons.
Yeah. Well, they got some trophies too.
Oh man, he's got the one black, one white. He is a true carer.
He dropped. Oh no, we're in danger. He drops the black kid, runs away with the white one.
You know what? This is it. Now Zeus is going to show up with his tougher kids. They should have been like all like kids missing teeth and one kid smoking.
There you go. No, another thing he does in that sex tape, he uses the N-word a lot because he's talking about his daughter dating a black guy.
Does he?
Yeah, well, he's super racist apparently, and it actually got him like fired from the WWE.
Yes, it did. The whole thing
And
did. Yeah,
that
he'll
whole
be
thing-
back. He's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm wondering I wonder what that kid, like the kid who grew up, that black kid, what he felt like when he was like, oh, that's how he felt about me when I was a little boy.
That's it. See, when you watch yourself and Kurt Russell is running out of a burning building holding you, you're like, that guy's the man. But then you talk, oh shit. He should have shown up as the helicopter.
Yeah.
They just jammed helicopter blades into his back and he just flew there. Look at the Zed.
I like that this is the rich version of Zeus. Just a necklace.
A dark jean jacket.
Yeah.
The Canadian, he's pretty much wearing the Canadian funeral, suit here.
Yeah.
If it's a regular jean color, that's the Canadian tuxedo.
I love all the little growls and the like all that stuff.
I could go for some Rip 'em merchandise.
You can probably get it at any point.
Rip Sports
It's
for Kids. Look, he's coming to beef him out at the Kids Fest.
It's probably hilariously easy to find a Rip.
He should have been throwing kids around.
He's just like tossing them aside with slide whistles the whole time.
Yeah, it should have been, and Rip's got to catch them,
It's like something is turned on in him, something animal going like, ugh. It's like when Highlanders are drawn to each other.
He has like the world's largest ingrown hair happening on the side of his face.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah, I saw the little bumpy.
Oh, hell.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, he just won the stare off. Is that what that just was? He's like, you were the winner of the stare off.
Well, he did it with only one eye, so it's like he actually beat two people. He beat Hulk, and then he beat like a guy off the guy off to the side in the blue tank top there. He was looking at him as well.
Oh, yeah. And the clown.
Yeah.
Rip, don't stop crying. Why are you crying, Rip?
Look at that double chin.
Rip.
I don't know, like, women used to find a double chin impressive and sexy. I don't know if they do anymore, but I think it was always... Why did the wind just
Is that
pick up?
for real? Well, the blades are going.
But the blades were going the whole time. It never stopped.
They're above them now.
Yeah.
Rip them.
That's the shot, like, if a spaceship took off. Like, he's looking straight.
Or he's like, holding the kids back from the nuclear blast.
They stuck
Always having heart to heart.
Oh, I like how he has
here?
silk. They have silk training
That's
stuff.
he's been intimidated slightly.
Yeah.
Gear. He's contemplative gear.
Or Yeah. Are you not aware that I'm a good guy yet? Look how much white I'm wearing.
He was
And
wearing
look how
black and red in the
much
beginning.
Black the other guy. No, he was not.
Yes, he was.
yeah,
Black and red. Yeah, the one that I
no,
said,
yes,
I want to wear.
The fancy weight belt. Yeah. But no, I just meant like his wrestling gear is always the white and blue.
Oh, got yourself a man now, girl. Got that wrestling money.
Gotta get some dry cleaning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. You fucking dirtbag. Run, girl.
I wonder if
jeez.
I wonder if this was ever a real problem that was going on when like they were stealing WCW and WWE were stealing people from each other.
Yep.
It was just
Parking
a lot
lot
of
rapes.
Yeah,
it was a brutal time.
Yeah, and that's literally what they
Hopefully
did
nobody
too.
Oh, geez, bud.
I like that he just shows up like
Holy Lord! Every time you show up, your girlfriend's being raped. She's been punched. Like what the hell? This girl's trouble, Rip.
But can we be like very clear that this is a PG movie where he was just that girl was just being raped?
Was he gonna try and rape her?
Look,
That looked pretty brutal.
Her shirt's ripped open. He was between
He
her
was
legs.
looking
like,
around. Is he
Yeah.
raping her at the behest? I'm really liking that word.
Yeah.
Of Ted Turner,
Kurt Fuller.
Kurt Fuller.
Kurt Fuller as Ted Turner.
He should have had something on the front, like a hood ornament that went right up the buddy's ass.
Yeah. This should have been the Dookie guy.
It should have
again.
been his hand doing that, and then boom, right up with like bull horns, wham.
Nice.
Oh man,
So he would
He's-
be
you know what?
so dead.
he's got knee pads on there in the scene. He just ran his face over.
That would
He's
been a good
having the
Tom
best
Savini
time.
gag.
His girlfriend was almost raped, and he's giggling, laughing, having a great time.
And again, a professional wrestler who's taking it upon himself to be a massive
He's
vigilante.
also a vigilante. I like that. That could work. A professional wrestler by day.
And I also like that he's also just like the way he embraces her is so unnatural. You could tell he's never loved a human being in his life. He's like, "Here, let me put my arms around you like I've seen done in movies about love."
He's killing her. The director's like, "Oh, well, lay off a little bit there, Hogan."
Either that or he's only had relations with other professional wrestlers.
Oh my God! Don't look! Don't look!
What?
Don't you can't. Even in movies,
Yeah.
I will not look at the welding flash. I will not. I'm fucking terrified right now.
Oh, really? This
Is it gone?
No, wait, now it's gone.
Okay, thank you for not
Fresh
lying.
flash. What do you think is gonna happen?
I don't know, man. I'm on the boats all the time and people are welding, and every time it goes on, you automatically, what's that? And you're like, oh, my eyeballs just burned out of my head.
You know what I like about my job?
Look at the kids are here watching, eh?
Yeah, I know. But you know what I like about my job? The place I work isn't constantly falling apart and will fall into the sea if it's not being repaired.
Exactly. You know what? You know what? This weekend, that's gonna happen, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit!"
Look at how dead his eyes are.
Well, he is
that
Hogan's
not
brother.
Yeah, exactly.
He slightly wishes he was the guy getting his ass kicked.
He's never
right now.
he's never received an appropriate hug.
Yeah.
He's like
can I just live?
he keeps just opening his arms really wide like he's hugging Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Boo.
I think that was the
Look at
same
those,
guy.
like, old ladies there and stuff. Like, what is this?
There was a extra earlier who just kept flipping him off, like doing like the thrust the elbow into your like in
The
your other
old
arm type
thrust,
thing.
yep.
And I think it may have been the same guy.
It's called the thrust up. Oh my God! Look at there's a panic.
Okay, so Kurt
You just ran into the wrong people, bud.
I'm fine. You can't arrest me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that guy on the right looks like so many people. He looks like the one guy in Oz who was like an asshole. He was a rapist, and then he got raped by the Nazis, and then like he looks a lot like him. Well, not
Oh
Zeus.
shit.
Yeah, you should have known better than to
Could
do
be
that.
like the brother of like Richard Grieco.
Yeah, there's no scenario where that guy wasn't hired solely for the fact that he was blonde. It's like they did an open casting call for Hulk Hogan's brother. Everybody showed up. They found one blonde guy, and they're like, "Look at that guy with the dead
Perfect.
eyes," and they'll get him. It's like, "Have you ever acted before?" And he goes, "Nah."
Not realizing they could have just dyed someone's hair.
Yeah.
Dye was
and
not
it's
that
LA.
good back then. It's pretty blonde, eh?
Bleach was a pretty big deal. Oh, some more
Oh,
sparks,
they're
quick.
helping-
Look
they're
up.
hooking the
It's
train
a
up.
train, man.
Yep.
Like, and what kind of train is that? Is that the train from Wild Wild West?
Yes, it looks like they're outfitting it with some boosters and
There's a mechanical.
oh
yeah.
my God.
It's like every single person in this is from a Prince video. Just lots of sweat and jerry curls.
Let's see, just oh my God, he wasn't ready. They just caught him in an off moment. Like he wasn't
was-
grunting or screaming. He was talking with the boys there.
We saw how smooth was when Hulk gets caught masturbating. That's how he is.
He was like, I want you guys to see these funny kitten pictures I saw the other day. And he's like, rah, rah. Oh.
Wow, Randy's not tough at all.
Oh my God, he really was. He was really powering that one up. Eh? Let it
Just tell him your name.
What's his name?
Randy.
Oh, Randy and Rip.
But he was saying, tell him your name. It's not like his last name is Rip, so telling him
Randy
your name
Rip.
wouldn't. Yeah, my name is Randy Rip.
Oh my word! You're not gonna do that tonight, brother. Whoa!
Oh, he's giving her. I want to be just like you. And just from a genetic standpoint, what's the screaming?
Oh my Lord! You're not gonna break that.
Oh, he did break it.
Run!
It's like when George Chuvalo knocked down Muhammad Ali. George Chuvalo's Canadian. Sorry.
Maybe somebody. He did pretty damn well too.
Yeah.
I think Muhammad Ali said that the George Chuvalo was like one of his toughest fights.
Yeah.
And he hit like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's the guy we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came to
He's
our
like,
school.
just witnessed a murder.
When we were in high school, he came to the school and he droned on about something. I can't remember.
Was I there?
Yeah, you should have been there.
I think I was there.
Yeah.
I was like, who cares about this fucking guy? This isn't Nirvana, man. Who gives a fuck?
You probably went and you're like, I'm going to go to the shade store and try on some fresh shades.
Oh, he's got his ass kicking gear on.
I like that this is his personal gym, yet there's 3 boxing things.
Oh, he can't handle the music.
Yeah, and not so much that he can't just go and turn down the speakers. He's like, I have to tear it right off the wall.
Oh.
Was this
They're ready for him.
Was this like hooked up to the door when he came through the door that it would turn on?
I think maybe it's on a loop. Somebody because it's 89, somebody has to keep coming and rewinding the tape.
Yeah.
So thankfully he didn't walk in when he was, oh fuck, you're wrecking the whole gym up here.
I picture it was just a really super long tape and they just started it and he's just standing there for a long time and they're like, okay, now.
Look at all this old 80s workout shit, eh?
Yeah, well, go with what works.
You know, because when you're shooting steroids, you don't really need that much equipment.
Yeah. What's in here?
Oh, lights. You've never seen lights before. What is this? Crocodile Dundee? Oh, my Lord.
I like what a plan.
What the fuck?
He actually cut his hand wide open during that.
That's real glass. And it's candy glass. That's how wimpy he is for real. Yeah. He was standing there.
Yes. Yeah, because there was also a reflection
that shot
behind him.
Through the glass or something like.
Yeah. But like, what was the plan? They're like, we're gonna like set up some hologram technology for him to.
Look at this. He's got pictures of Hulk all over the place, half naked.
Yeah. He's turning down everything because now he thinks everybody's a real person in there. So he's just like, I can't see any other faces.
He's lost reality.
There's
Look,
another
it's
mirror.
stuck to his foot like toilet paper.
It's probably why, if you notice, the mirror only goes up to his neck.
Look,
that's out
he's
here.
Figured it out.
Yeah. Oh, that's not true. It's the angle I was on. Oh, they had it. Look, that was a really elaborate setup they did just to taunt him, and it's all live. Like,
are they right behind there, and they're not gonna know? Like,
no, they're in that office.
Oh, the office could be right behind there.
No, this is his. I wouldn't think so. It's his personal gym.
The Zeus.
Oh no, this is Zeus's gym.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, yeah, it could be right.
Yeah, they could be behind him.
I thought it was because I saw the picture of him there and stuff, and I thought this was his gym, and they like did up a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
Perfect aim.
Oh, they thought it was going to come through, right?
Yeah. Well, again, it was their.
He's so strong, it might have come through.
That would have been amazing. If any movie would have like postulated that was possible.
So what? They're just going to keep watching this? Like, what do they think?
It'll come back.
Oh man, you got this. He's the guy left field. Is your brother?
Yeah.
You got to tie up those like hand gloves. Like, what the hell? Like,
it's precisely the same outfit as the black and red one, except this is his morning gear. So this is my morning weight belt.
Exactly.
And my morning
his
do-rag.
all white suit is the contemplative stare down.
Nice.
Did I win that stare down?
What's his wedding one? Because I don't think he wants to wear all white again because like he's I'm not a virgin, brother.
Naked.
Oh, look. See, there's no stakes in this one. Like in Rocky 2 when
he should have
when
died.
Adrian's down.
He should have died. Oh, he's like, wake up. Don't be dead. That guy's in something else too.
What, the black guy?
Yeah.
The trainer? Yeah.
The trainer.
I think we're just being racist and you're thinking of Rocky.
No.
Like it's the I
know Burgess Meredith when I see him.
He looks like
that guy doesn't look anything like Burgess Meredith.
No.
Oh my god, look, he's here. Look at Hogan.
Oh, he's acting.
Oh, this is why Meryl Streep wanted to do this because she wanted to be. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is this like,
No,
oh my God, he cries like he loves. You're right, every emotion is completely faked.
I bet you $1,000 that was due to pepper spray.
Oh, yeah.
He was probably like trying to finger Joan Severance again, and they're like, "No, get away!" And he's like,
I'm like, get him into the scene.
Like,
Get him into the scene.
Use it. Your brother's in a coma.
Well, they knew.
Despite the fact he just opened his eyes.
They knew that he was going to come for her eventually.
Yeah.
So when they did, they were ready to film that crying scene. Oh, my God. This looks like the best of the best.
That's good training. What is the thing on his head, man? So he's
now
not
we're
even
going to cryogenically freeze you until after the fight. If Rip wins, we will wake you up. If he doesn't, see you in the next century.
I like the producers like, can you find a tub that's the shape of a dog bone? Like, why would you need that? And I'm like, I don't know. It just seems like the right thing to do.
So this cost $8 million. Well,
look
there's
at
been some action and stuff.
The seated row.
Look at that thing.
See, you could at least get a workout here. Like, well,
what is this? The
teaching his brother.
hospital?
I like you would
It
think.
does look like he's totally like, look at him.
Now, wrestling is like a month-to-month thing, or like even back then, this was like 3 months to 3 months for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But he's like training his brother to be a person again in this amount of time. He's like, I gotta teach him how to walk.
It's so
I gotta
ridiculous.
get him out of a coma. Come on, brother, you know. It's the only time,
priest.
literally the only time he's able to call somebody brother and mean it. He's been saying it for years on different
You're right.
things. It's the,
Oh my God.
yeah, I dropped my
There goes the trivia. Woo!
I dropped my tablet and I just kicked it further under the table so nobody knows.
Look
But,
at you're gonna make up some trivia.
Satellite backups.
You
They get
know
ready.
that the guy who did David Paymer's hair also did all the wig work. Oh my God. Jesus,
I'm sorry.
is loaded.
Wrong pipe.
Oh, it's the fight of the century.
That makes me laugh though. They have redundancy for this. They have they're like, you have a backup satellite ready to go, like that kind of thing. Yet Vince McMahon, when he was in charge of the XFL, did not have appropriate backups in place, and they went off the air on their second week.
Yeah, not for.
They didn't have their generator didn't have any gas in it.
Oh my God!
So
This
it
would be
just,
a movie made always in his regular gear now.
See, look at his penis looks so tiny.
Well,
but
because
again,
you gotta stuff it up and in there. You don't get. They're gonna. You know when they do the body slams, it's all this guy. Look at this rocking out to some fucking Duran. Oh, he's got a nice shiner on the cheek there. Little cheek shine.
He's got the Diggstown like that. You remember the guy in the wheelchair in Diggstown? He just like sits there staring off.
That was an awesome movie.
We are definitely doing that in the future.
Ooh. Oh, I was gonna say I like her dress. If they would show it and stop trying to rape her again.
No, everybody's. I can't turn. I can't do anything. I'm a quadriplegic from being choked. Well,
he got smashed in the spine.
Or maybe he just can't stand up because his eardrums were blasted because of all of the
Now he's
weird
got the
Zeus
vertigo.
Screaming.
Scream healing. You ever seen Scream healing? Oh my God! You go to this crazy guy's house and he like screams at your joints. I'm getting into it. I'm getting my online degree.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll scream you fucking sober.
Yeah.
Scream you straight.
I saw like laugh yoga where they're like, ha, 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 ha.
Like fake laughter.
My name's Joe.
Like at Comedy Club 54 or something, right?
Yeah.
Just
and
laughing.
I have AIDS. Yeah. Comedy at Club 54. Jesus. That was the worst. That was another Canadian stand-up comedy. Back when like Evening at the Improv and stuff was hot, they did that, and it was just, God, those were awful shows. Like, I don't understand how anybody would have liked stand-up comedy when that was the only stuff that was like around.
Yeah.
But it got people to go to clubs, and they're like, oh, it's actually good if you go to the places.
Yeah, like this arena too. Like there's only like 12 seats in the place. Stop yelling at your trainer for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. It looks like if you go to like an off-Broadway, like one-woman show, and she's like, it's like an in the round kind of thing, and she's going to scream at you about her vagina for the next 8 minutes.
That's my favorite kind.
I said 8 minutes. That's not look at, they're all in prom dresses.
If I don't feel bad about myself after leaving a comedy show, then I get my money back.
That looks like the stadium where they shot all the WCW like Monday Nitro back when they used to shoot.
Octagon ring.
Yeah. Oh, that was TNA though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the what's it called? UFC uses the octagon.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a hexagon in TNA. I think it was 6-sided. Or was it 5-sided?
I don't know, actually. Good call.
I don't know.
I don't know if they have
write
rings
in,
like
let
that
us know how
anymore,
many
'cause
sides there are.
Yeah, I don't know. TNA is still going, but I don't know whether they're a ring because I don't watch it.
Well, the dude from dude from Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, he sued them. Now he's trying his own thing because I don't know,
Yeah.
because you can't work with what's her name, Dixie Carter. She's totally fucked.
Yeah.
Good old TNA. Look at this, eh?
I like that you can't own a
Ooh.
wrestling league without being kind of a psychopath. Now, I don't know all of the ones. Like, I don't know, like, Ring of Honor and stuff like that, who runs those and stuff like that. But I picture that they're all just, like, certain levels of sociopath.
Oh,
that
yes,
are-
absolutely. You're not going to make it to the top in this biz without being absolutely fucking batshit
not.
crazy.
Like, they're so close to each other. He can reach him from there.
Yeah.
He's just, I got you, brother.
Like, there's like 12 people there. I like that how this is not his league, the league he's in.
Yeah.
And he's fighting for his belt.
Yeah.
So with that, then oh, God. Oh, my God. He's been robo-sized.
He looks like... Look at
Oh, my God. That is
It
tinfoil.
I was just
Mom
gonna
is
say-
going to be so pissed. There's nothing to wrap the sandwiches in, Tiny Lister.
Whatever tinfoil isn't on him
Indeed.
is on the turnbuckles.
Fuck is that?
I like that everybody's so dressed up like this is the fanciest affair.
They're
This
right
reminds
into the
me-
fight. They won't notice her slip out.
This reminds me of Best of the Best 2 when they have the underground fighting like in Vegas.
He's seething with rage.
Oh, I didn't notice that somebody was there to grab it. It just looked like it was coming off of him like automatically.
Look at that snarl.
He's switching. Behold! I like that he ripped it down.
Oh, there goes the ref.
Yeah, I feel like I would like to know that Zeus at least had a nice relationship with the people he worked with. Like, it'd be nice to see him behind. He's like, have a good show.
Well, exactly. He's probably a really nice guy. You know,
No.
you can't show it in front of the camera.
Yeah, he kneed him in the testicles while he's still wearing his
Hasn't even
belt.
taken his belt off. Like, holy jeez, man, I want one so bad. Well, you know what? I think maybe after my next 3-month run, I'm going to get one of these.
Nice.
I always wanted one.
Get yourself a championship belt. We'll make one of our own. We'll do a
We
Miscast
should
Commentary
make one of our
Championship.
own. You know what we should, because they're so damn expensive. I'll tell you what I honestly had an idea to do.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say it now because one day it'll be really nice and sentimental. I was going to buy the tag team championships and
Yeah.
give you the other one.
Oh, that's very nice.
I've had the idea for the longest time.
Oh.
Forget I said that. He will.
All right.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This
Drugs and remorse.
This math won't do itself.
You got that right. They're really nice looking too. They're they're kind of a copper color, and they
Yeah.
have like two Roman warriors heads.
Oh,
like,
I've
back to back,
seen
like
those.
Spartan warriors
Yes.
or something. It's a really nice. It's one of their nicer belts.
Nice.
Universal Championship looks like shit.
I couldn't tell you what any of them look like. Is there still one that spins?
No, that was the spinner belt. That was John Cena's. No, they always change.
Yeah.
Now it's like a big W with a bunch of diamonds.
It used to
It's
be
nice,
the same belt.
but
Like for like 20 years, it was the
I
exact
like that.
same belt.
I like that. They're changing them
Yeah.
all the time now.
Well, but I don't like it though because
Oh.
it's like you're winning this title instead of I'm making up my own belt. It looks
Yeah.
like they're all making up their own belt.
Well, that's what happened.
Like
was,
they may
it
look
was-
nicer, but
they
it's
split the show up again,
Yeah.
and one of the shows got the champion,
Yeah.
and then they just made a belt, and now Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
has it, and he doesn't wrestle for it. It's been like 2 months, and he doesn't wrestle. I'm like, this is so
That's
lame.
I like how like
Whoa! It's not even like ripping his throat out or anything. Holy
he went flying
shit.
considering he just
He
released
just,
him.
he did, Tiny Lister's like 14 feet tall.
I'm wondering if he just like that was just a forced push from his hand. Like,
Oh man, he's got 9 minutes, or his girlfriend's dead.
yeah, I don't know. Like, what's
Oh
happening?
my! These guys are just the greatestly inept freaking security guards.
What an empty chair! Hey, boss is gonna be mad.
He's just gonna sit back down. Oh no!
Why would you put her behind you where you can't see? Like, stick her in the
They
corner.
were so
like-
into the match, they didn't notice all the follies they made.
Yeah. Ooh, now he's happy. He was staring off so dead before.
Oh, he's getting all nervous and worked up. Watching
Again.
wrestling live is so awesome.
We've still not seen a fucking wrestling move in this whole show.
I've seen a double axe handle.
That
Seen punches. No, he did pick a guy up sideways and slam him into the car.
I'll count that. And he did make somebody shit his pants, which I think was his finishing move
That
from like
was
82 to 86.
I'm going to say right now on record,
Yeah.
the best scene of any movie we've watched was that duty scene.
Yeah, okay.
That was just like, wow, what was I doing in my life? Like, what was my childhood? What's my life now? I'm watching the movie again.
I remember going to my aunt's house, And constantly, she'd take me to go, like, let me go rent a movie, and I would constantly rent this movie. Like, I would spend a whole weekend watching this movie, and like, but it wasn't just like
the whole week.
It wasn't just this. Like, I did it with a few. I did it with Caddyshack. I did it with Leonard Part 6 twice.
Oh, that's
like,
what we got to do.
Yeah, we'll do Leonard Part 6. Parts 1 through 5.
1 through 5 was 6
Yeah.
is where they really pulled it together. Like the script writing, everything's just right on point.
6 is when finally Bill Cosby realized there's too many women crowding me and around me. He found a way to put them all to sleep and just
sure
make
did.
them leave him alone.
He's a wrestling fan. He put them in the old sleeper hold.
Imagine
Actually,
that's
that's
his
just what it
defense.
said on the pill. It says sleeper hold.
Yeah.
Bloop.
But
This
really,
guy's still in
it's
it,
called
eh?
sleeper holes.
Oh, get him.
Look at that acting.
Yo, was he also in a Bon Jovi video?
Sure. I don't fucking know.
Oh, yeah, you don't fucking know.
The only Bon
Oh,
Jovi
they're
connection
killing
to
him.
a celebrity that I know is with Young Guns.
I thought you were going to say our
Blaze
teacher. I thought you were going to say our fucking...
Oh, no. I retell a lot of my stories, but yeah, I
Who
think I
is
played
that
one
man?
out.
Somebody tell me who that man is. Call in.
Yep.
Someone.
Yeah. So
What the
I like that.
Oh,
in
my
this-
God.
I kind of like the idea of a roving announcer so they can move around with the action.
These are the ricketiest ropes. Like, you
Yeah.
can't be jumping off. Look at
Yeah.
the fucking things.
Yeah, it looks like it hasn't been put together yet.
They're-
Like, it's
yeah,
like
they
they
did.
haven't tightened any of the
And
screws.
they definitely have the prom. They stopped in before.
Yeah. It looks like
I just got to see the death match.
the whole setting looks like prom, like all that tinsel and stuff like that. It's like a truck just backed the ring and the studio part of the set in, and everybody just went out of the way, and they're like, sit and watch a wrestling match, and then you can go on with the rest of your day. See, again, you should not be able to just pull this out.
It's being held on by like party twine. Did you see that? Like, what the fuck? Who made this ring? Look. Holy jeez. Just put a little whoop, two turns.
This is why, like, any of those ones where you see, like, the Big Show, like when Brock Lesnar, like, slammed the Big Show in the right ring.
Oh
collapsed,
man, that
this
just
is why-
happened again recently. Braun Strowman superplexed the Big Show from the top rope. Oh my God.
Why do they keep doing that same thing? And why is he trying to
It
murder?
looks
This
awesome.
is literally just a match.
Yes,
It looks good.
it's broken down. It looked wicked because the referee went flying out of the ring. It was awesome.
It looks good, but that's the kind of thing you don't want to make a trope, right?
Too-
Like I've
exactly.
seen
like
it like
too
8
you've been
times.
trope like too many times, right?
Yeah.
Like too many, right? And
Like-
I believe it was too soon for it to happen again, but
Yeah.
it looked really cool because Braun Strowman is a fucking beast.
Nice.
And he injured himself, and now he's, yeah.
That's what happens.
Yep.
Notice I never injure myself wrestling because I don't
Not at all.
try.
Because you're a fucking unstoppable monster.
That's
I'm telling you right now, you could throw him onto a couch. I'm talking the corner part where it hurts. Whip him with fucking belts. Throw him down the fucking stairs.
That was my only.
Slap him.
We used to like just fight.
Okay, give
all
me
the
one right
time.
now. We're watching wrestling. I'm gonna
Okay.
chest slap. Wait, don't hit the microphone.
yeah.
Watch the cat.
Okay.
Listen. Okay, give her. Fucking give her.
Okay. Spit on the hand.
Oh!
Oh god!
I think my whole pec ripped right off.
Oh,
Ow!
what's good for the goose? I do
Oh.
not want to do this.
Okay, here we
I
go.
do not want to
Here we
do
go.
this.
You ready?
No, I'm not ready.
ready?
I could not be. Oh, you can do harder than that.
Okay.
You can do harder than that.
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm so unhappy right now.
I am as happy as I've ever been. Oh, my tit hurts too.
That's we're rubbing each
See,
other.
This is what happens after the pain.
It's
Oh,
good.
It makes it better.
It's so good.
Oh, you got lots of, you got
It's
hair
so good.
chest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I can really hear you.
Oh yeah.
Here,
Oh.
you stay here while I go shave myself.
Oh my God, what's happening? The movie's been over for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And they just heard us have sex.
Let's be honest. The movie's been over for 8
Oh.
seconds.
Oh my God, look, he's pissed.
I like that.
Nobody does that to Rip.
Oh God.
It
I'm
really
so
hurt.
upset. I apologize because I went too hard. I went too hard.
I liked it actually.
I know. It was kind of.
I gotta get ready. I'm
glad
going
I
on a
didn't do
boat
it.
soon, man. I gotta get ready to fucking man
Is that
up.
what happened? Do you guys have? Are there any underground fights that happen
At all times.
At all times.
We
Yes.
reach international waters.
Nice.
Other boats, Russia, North Korea, they attach to ours,
Nice.
and we meet in a common. Actually, what happens is there's a platform.
Yeah.
We have half, they have half.
Yeah.
You put it over, they match, and you fight there while the boats sail Whoa.
If you could work on a submarine, would you?
No.
No?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was.
Nope.
I was just curious about that.
No, there's something about being with a nuclear reactor under the depths that just does not.
You know
really
what? I
sit
didn't
well
even
with
think
me.
about that. I was just thinking about being underwater. That was the only thing.
Did you notice his trainer just like hit? Oh my god, he just horked right at the cameraman like a half a tooth.
Restless Hork.
Well, watch what they should. Yeah, look at what I'm doing. I'm winning.
He's
like-
not paying attention.
Oh, his eyes fixed.
No, it's facing down.
Oh,
Does he just have a glass eye? Is he missing an eye?
I don't know. Maybe he is. Look at his trainer. Look at the trainer's like passed out on the steps. They don't
Yeah.
even give him a chair.
He probably told him a really good joke, and he's like going down. He's like, oh boy.
The fuck.
Somebody was like, this movie's gonna make billions, and he fell down laughing.
This has been. This is gonna make your career. Oh my lord.
That
There
was
was
the-
something. What's he?
Oh
Whoa.
God, I hate.
Oh, there's the like the first real.
There you go. Just a body slam, and that's all I ask for.
He's
is just
free.
a
What kind of a
goddamn body
ring
slam.
is this too? It's like a. It's in a weird shape. It looks like it goes around a stage. Look at those metal cuffs.
That would be cool.
You should shock them. Isn't that what happens? They end up in the back, and he goes to punch him, and Rip moves, and he hits his hand into the electrical thing.
Well, I guess we'll see in the next couple of minutes.
And that's why he has a lightning bolt there.
Yeah.
Always teetering. He's
Yeah.
I love that in wrestling.
yeah,
The like, you've hit me to the point where I'm still standing, but I'm kind of out on my feet. So that gives you time to climb up the rope to the top, do your little symbol, and then jump at me.
which I thought was only a part of the video game. Because I mean, real like that's what happens. Like you hit that, and it's like then your
Yeah.
thing goes up, and then it's like I can do my finishing move, but I have to hit the combo. So
Yeah.
the guy just like sits there and goes like, ugh.
He's just wavering for like 40 seconds.
Uh,
I remember getting the thumb WWE Raw, like playing it on Super Nintendo, and my thumb had blisters, man.
Yep.
Oh,
Do you remember when I got injured and that got me out of work early, so I got to go play one of the games after I bought it that day, and then I burnt I didn't fake it to get out of work.
is he running off? Oh, he's
Yeah.
scared of him.
That was a good catch though. He legit caught that guy.
That looks like he did. Anyways, right?
But yeah, I wanted to play the game so bad, but I'm sitting there and I worked for my aunt. I couldn't just fucking take off, and then I legit burnt my hand so bad. And then all I could think about was they're like, oh, you should go home. You should go home. And I really didn't want to. But then I was like, yeah, I should go home. Games.
Yeah,
With
it
a
wasn't
burnt
hurting you
hand.
then,
No,
was it?
It hurt like a motherfucker, but I did not
It's
stop
worth it.
playing
Whoa.
Oh, that's how you get eliminated in the Royal Rumble if it's in the audience and it's over bars. There it is.
Never miss a beat. You did there.
I wonder, because he does get electrocuted at the end of this.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he does. Not the way
That's
you
right.
think. I don't recall. I don't believe.
Oh.
But do you think that the Zed and the lightning bolt were foreshadowing to his death?
Oh my God, I could literally not be any sorrier than this moment right now.
That's Todd's cell phone.
I am sorry, and I thought I
I
turned
didn't-
it off. It's one of our fans calling us. They just won't leave us alone here. How does this work?
You gotta
It's a
drag it over.
touchy. You're ruining the last fight.
Who is it?
I don't know. It's just a number.
Next time you pick it up, you put them on speaker on the thing and just.
We should have had him on here. I don't know who it was
That would
though.
have been great. You
Oh
owe
my
money
God.
to
Yeah.
the network has technical difficulties, so he's
Yeah.
pulling stuff if you pull consoles out of the desk, that's what you're got.
Oh, here he goes. Oh my lord! This
like that
is
he's
just
a-
like there's no blood. They've been punching each other in the face solid for
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like Rocky. It's like the only believable thing that happened in Rocky was the fact that he got brain damage eventually.
Wow.
But that would be that was a legit spot. He broke his nose in that scene.
Really? Who,
Yeah.
Tiny Lister did?
Tiny Lister got his
Hogan
nose broken.
punched him.
You see him grab his nose right in the spot too.
So Hogan, here's his patented double axe handle.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of the wrong person. He does not get electrocuted.
No. Boom, there it goes.
Why was that? That means that the ring was put together in such a way that it had a perfect circle thing in the middle.
Yes.
I was like, was there a match in the pre-card where somebody came up from it?
Whoa, look at this.
Listen to the friggin' ADR though, eh? What makes the only thing that makes this better is the fact that he had to go to a studio to just growl into a
Yes.
microphone.
I'm telling you, that's what they added. That was 72 hours of cocaine and growls. And did they have to hold themselves up into a hotel?
Yeah.
Couldn't you just went to one of their mansions and just like hashed it out
No,
there?
It's got to be distraction free. I understand. It's like when writers go to like that same hotel
there
room or
is.
cabin or whatever. Yeah, he gets. I knew somebody
He
got
gets
electrocuted.
electrocuted pretty good.
Yeah, this was one of his like early roles. Now I want to read his thing. Oh shit! I gotta get my tablet that I drew up.
Oh, times of technical difficulties there.
No, we're doing fine. But yeah, I want to read
He's
Kurt
dead.
Fuller's.
You know what? Rip had to get a little. He didn't kill that guy. Okay, he killed Zeus, but he had to. Zeus was a madman.
Yeah.
He was throwing people. They should do that in wrestling, man, where there's fake guys in the audience, and you know, so like the maniac is picking people
That
up
would be
out of the
great.
audience and throwing them.
Okay, so here's Kurt Fuller's full thing on the movie. An early job, I still knew nothing about acting. I was a terrible actor, and that's why I got the job. I'd allow myself to be so bad that I lowered the lowered the bar and got down to WWF standards. I'm sort of this insane Donald Trump-like head of the network, and I was working with Hulk Hogan. I have nothing bad to say about Hulk Hogan. In fact, compared to what I've seen in the press and all the hijinks of his life, I didn't see any of that coming. Man, he was just a businessman who worked out, you know? But there was a scene where I offer him money to go to my network, and he's supposed to shove a check down my throat. And his line is, "I won't be around when this check clears." But nobody told him that. On movies, you fake it. In wrestling, they really do a lot of this stuff. So he shoved that check down my throat, and I couldn't stop him. I literally thought I was gonna die. We finished the scene, and I coughed it up, and he said, "Oh, sorry, brother. I didn't know you were supposed to fake it."
Nice.
And then at one point I said to the director, "I'm being really loud. Is this too big?" He said, "Kurt, you're standing next to a guy who's 6'9" wearing red spandex. You can't be too big." I said, "Well, I guess you're right." But he was wrong. You could be too big, and I was.
Amazing.
He's like, some things you can't unsee, and there are some movies you can't get off IMDb no matter how hard you try. That's all I'm going to say.
Nice.
That was his feelings and most people's feelings. It also got an 11% on Rotten Tomatoes.
This movie got 11%?
Yeah, and it was 36% on
IMDb?
for the audience.
Oh, the
score.
audience. Oh, see, the
So
audience
still-
loved it.
Yeah, they're going.
The audience still hated it, but not as much
yes,
as everybody else.
yes. It was like
They gave it some leeway because their kids were like, yeah! And they watched their son watch it for an entire weekend and then punch themselves out at night.
Oh, that's us.
Yep.
All right, so let's do a little extra credits.
Okay.
This one we got to do some Hulk Hogan. Let's cut
Okay.
Hulk Hogan promos
Okay.
about something in his real life.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Something in his real life. I don't want to use the movie. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene, about letting me tell you something. Hulk Hogan likes to tell you something, so that's what he does, brother. He tells you things like this, spitting and frothing. Add,
Mist. Yeah.
mist now.
Okay, no, I'm done with that. All right, so we're going to do something. All right. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I had sex with this woman for days, and they only put in the short little clip of me burping up my sushi, brother. It was my buddy Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, but that's how these kind of things go, brother. It was like, I can't have sex with my own wife. That'd be disgusting. You know who I would like to have sex with, though? My daughter. She's a hot little dude.
Brooke Hogan, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Ooh, let me try my Macho Man.
Okay.
Ooh, oh, I can't. It will literally rip my throat out, and it will hit this thing.
Rip 'em.
Rip 'em, rip.
And that's how we're going to end this one. All right, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for going in. Season 1 starting off strong, I think.
Was
Or
Hogan
season
the
2.
first,
Season 2.
like racially cool dude calling everybody brother? Everybody was his brother.
I think that it's probably more terrifying now that he calls everybody brother, but you know what he called them behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
Well, the N-word.
Oh, right. I was like, what?
He's just like... It's like when somebody who doesn't want to say that word just like replaces it with ninja in a rap.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene Okerlund. The vitamins, the prayers, the sweat, the mist, the right guard sports stick.
The lawsuit of a place that does listicles.
Listicles. Get your hands off my listicles.
I have a lump in my listicles.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene Okerlund. I need more veins sticking out of my neck than ever. And I'm going to the Brother Bash, and I'm going to have more veins added. I got them ordered from Thailand, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother. I guarantee you that Three Ninjas, High Noon at Mega Mountain is going to be the greatest movie of all time, brother.
Three Ninjas.
I want to tell you something, brother. Wrestling's not working out very well. I'm opening up a business called Mr. Nanny. I will watch your rich children turn even filthier and richer and into more bastards.
I could not be happier with your impression of Hulk Hogan. It's really good.
It hurts the throat.
I know. Yeah, well, you got to go to a deep place.
I didn't know I could even do one.
No,
I think it's all right.
that was kind of me too. I was just like, I just figured it'd be like the rap thing with the Ninja Turtles. We were just gonna like, oh, let's just wing it.
Is that episode out there?
Yeah, it happened
Oh,
already.
fuck yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's a part of season
You're
1.
still here.
Yeah, I hope
Wow.
so. But as usual, contact us. Podcast at miscastcommentary.com. Joe at miscastcommentary.com. Todd miscastcommentary.com. Twitter at miscastpodcast. Go find us. Just go on miscastcommentary.com. You can get in touch with us every which way there. You can see our personal Twitters, blogs, all that kind of stuff. Get in touch. We want to hear from you. Any movies you want us to hear us do in this season 2, we're happy to listen and probably oblige you, because what the hell? There's millions of movies out there.
It's season 2. What you gonna do, brother?
Nice. And we're going to end it on that because there's no way.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.